So we got a question for the day. How to be a vegan in college. How to start off the right way in college. Here's some tips. So as some of you know, I just graduated college from the university, and I'm going to share with you my tips and how I did it the veg way, the vegan way. Easily done. So the question here is from Michaela. What's your advice on going off to college? I leave in less than a month and I'm scared. I've been vegetarian for 12 years and hope to be fully vegan by the time I graduate college. What are some study tips dealing with separation anxiety? Basically, any college or vegan lifestyle tips would be helpful. Thank you. My advice would just be to go in with an open mind. Go in with an open mind. It's a new chapter in your life, and just enjoy every minute of it. The more you're open to whatever possibilities come to you, the more fun you'll have. I found that the more open I was, the more I realized about myself, and the more fun I had. And yeah, I did some things that I don't regret, but some things that I just didn't think were necessary at the time. But now realizing, if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't gotten drunk, if I hadn't went out to parties late at night, then I wouldn't realize that those things aren't for me, and that's not how I want to spend my time. So I'm actually thankful for those experiences. I'm thankful for the bad relationships that I had, because they taught me the things that I actually want and desire. Gandhi would agree. So next question. I've been vegetarian for 12 years and I hope to be fully vegan by the time I graduate college. But why wait? Because if it's something that you actually want, you'll make it happen. If it's something you don't want, you'll make excuses. How true is that? So if you want to be vegan, do it right now. Oh, but my parents, they're not for it, and they buy all the groceries, all that stuff. Been there, done that. Explain to them. Just explain to them, yeah, I want to try this thing. I want to experiment with this new diet. This crazy thing called veganism. Woo, Just explain to them. And say, I just want to do the experiment. It's, it's not crazy, and here's the reason why. And, I need you to buy this food or that food. You make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. Quick story, we had a strawberry festival at my college, Stony Brook University, where there's just strawberries up the wazoo. But I didn't get a little voucher to get, strawberries. And there was an overabundance of strawberries. And I said to my friend, she said, "You're never going to get any strawberries." And I said, well, if there's a will, there's a way. So what I did is I went to the woman and I was just talking to her. I said, this is a really cool thing. And this is really interesting. We're just talking for 20 minutes. And she just offers me a whole huge case of strawberries, which I shared with my friend. If you want something, you'll make it happen. If you don't want something, you'll make excuses. What are some study tips? Study tips, you want to take care of the 3 pillars of health. It doesn't matter where you are. Every time you want to take care of these 3 things. So sleep, getting enough sleep, 8 to 12 hours a day. More if you want, but at least 8 hours a day. Go to bed with the sun, wake up close to the sun. Last night I went to bed probably around 9:30 after taking a shower. Today, woke up at 6, just popped right up. This is, about a half hour into it, drinking a banana smoothie in a coffee mug. So getting the sleep, getting the water in, at least 3 liters a day, minimum. But you want to be peeing clear. So you want to look at your pee, and you want to see if it's clear. Oh, but I don't want to look at my pee. You need to look at your pee. You need to analyze yourself before you can go on to making these choices. Analyze your performance. Analyze the water intake. Analyze the water outtake. You dig? And number 3 is your calories. You have to get enough calories. Get the right calories in. You've been vegetarian for 12 years. You've been longer vegetarian than I am vegan. So you know how important this is. Once you go high carb vegan, you get rid of the oils and the added dietary fats, you're going to have to eat a lot more in terms of volume. So that's a mistake most people make, is that they just eat less because how am I going to have 3 platefuls of rice? I can't do that. Getting rid of these false belief systems that we hold in our minds really is liberating. So those are 3 of the main study tips that I've those are the three things that I've used for studying that has helped my college life tremendously. And when we're talking about college, I mean, it's helped everything. But in my college, I mean, I'm able to read more books. I'm able to do more research during the day. I'm able to do more in the classroom. I graduated from my department with the award for academic excellence. And the professor, I said, I'm not really the smartest one in the class. Why did I get this? They said, because you always brought your best work every single day to all our classes. You always contributed. You always gave into the discussions. You always did far above and beyond what everyone else thought was possible. And you always incited discussions in other people. You always put yourself out there. And that's only from the 3 pillars. The sleep, the water, and the carbohydrate calories. Easily done. You can make it happen. That would have never happened if I didn't take care of these 3 things, if I wasn't vegan. So, studying tips, just get out there. Just do it. But make sure you take care of these 3 things first. If you take care of these 3 things, you can do anything. So you'll make the friends you want to make. You'll do the work that you want to work. You won't have to do all-nighters or, get hopped up on Adderall, which is getting increasingly popular and dangerous. Getting hopped up on caffeine, which you see a tremendous amount in college. Just wait, you'll see. Drinking soda and drinking all this crap and, just eat healthy foods and you'll feel amazing and you'll be able to do everything that you want to do. So I hope that makes sense. So studying in the morning has helped me. Studying a little bit in the morning. And then until I start to get frustrated or bored, then I put that down, I do something else. And then studying again the same thing at night. And then going to sleep on it. And then waking up in the morning doing the same thing. So say I have a test on Friday. Or an exam on Friday, or an essay due on Friday, or whatever. I work on it in increments during the week, or the week before, 2 weeks before. My friend used to joke that, I never had any homework assignments because I just did them so quickly. Because when I got an assignment, I said, I'm going to do this before I do anything else. Or at least start it before I do anything else. So that's what I did. And I never had to pull all-nighters. I switched my major 4 times, and I never had to pull any all-nighters. It's about priorities. It's about doing what you want to do. Making time for the things that matter in your life. So I quit playing video games because it wasn't really serving me. It was giving like a false high. It wasn't really making me happy. I did it because that's what I did as a kid and that's what I brought into my young adult life, but it just hasn't served me. So I cut that out of my life. I stopped watching TV. I stopped watching most movies. And instead, I started reading really good books. I started doing meaningful work. I started doing this more. So it's all about priorities. It's all about that. That's what I'm saying. So next question is how to deal with separation anxiety. First time I got dropped off at college from my parents, I was really emotional and cried a little bit. But that quickly went away because I went upstairs and my roommate was great. And I just talked to him about it. I didn't even know the guy. I was talking to him about it. And he was talking to me about his separation anxiety or whatever you want to call it. And we became really good friends, and we're still friends now, even though I left that school 4 years ago. So that's what it is. It's just being open, realizing that the actuality, the realness of the situation, realizing that you can go home at any time you want. You can do whatever you want. You're here for a reason. Focus on the positive and not the negative. Oh, but they're not going to be here. Focus on the positive, not the negative. This is a new chapter in your life. This is a new beginning. This is something that will never happen again. And you're focusing on the negative aspect. Your parents wouldn't want that. Your guardians wouldn't want that. Your friends wouldn't want that. They want you to succeed. They'd want you to be happy and healthy. So do the right thing and enjoy it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. Like I said, studying, it's all comes down to the 3 pillars. Whether it's studying, whether it's acting, whether it's doing YouTube videos, whether it's writing a book, whether it's going to a job, whether it's taking care of your kids, whether it's buying a house, whether it's, being a security guard. It doesn't really matter. It's taking care of those 3 pillars so we can live a more abundant life. So we will live a healthier life. When I'm acting, when I have to memorize a script, I do the same thing. I take care of the 3 pillars, and I read it, and I try and memorize the script, And when I get frustrated, or when I get bored or lazy or complacent, or find my mind drifting, I put it down. And I take it back up later, and I do more. And then when I get frustrated, I put it down. And it's so much more powerful than trying to plow through it and trying to think, oh, I'll just do this, and I'll get it done as soon as possible, and it doesn't matter, how much fun I'm having. No, I've done that before, and it doesn't work, because the process is the most fun. This last show that I was in was the most fun I've ever had on stage, and because I was the most free, I chose to go with the current rather than go against it. May your bananas always be right. Thanks for watching. Put your questions, your comments, your thoughts, whatever down below in here. Don't forget to subscribe. Shoot me a message. Shoot me an email if you don't want to put the comments. Like the channel on Facebook. I'm on Strava. I'm on Instagram now. I'm trying to learn that. So that's it. So this is Jaybird signing out. And remember to live simply so others may simply live. Peace.